Welcome to SMS classes. In this video, I'm going to explain selection sort algorithm and we'll see how to implement that as a Java program. Consider this as your unordered elements. I'm taking as an example descending order here. So we must make them as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is decreasing order. To sort one element, you just need to follow three simple steps. As the algorithm name says selection sort, we must select a position. Then we need to find out the biggest element in the array. Then swap. Very simple. Let's see how to do this. In this case, I'm going to sort the first element. So I selected it. Now I need to find out the biggest element in this array because we want descending order. So let's go ahead and find out which is the biggest element in this array. In this case, it is 5. Now we should swap, meaning the biggest element, which is 5, should go to the first position. That's it. We sorted the first position. Very simple. Now we just need to follow the similar steps for the other positions. Now we are going to repeat the same process for the next position. So select the next position. Find the biggest element in the array. But in this case, biggest element in the remaining 4 elements. That is, you should not consider 5 anymore because 5 is already sorted. So let's go ahead and find out which is the biggest element in the remaining 4 elements, which is 4. Now swap it. That's it. Now the second position also sorted. Again, select the next position. Find out which is the biggest element in the remaining 3 elements. In this case, again, it is 3. Then swap it. So now this position also sorted. Once again, repeat the same process. Select the next position. Find out which is the biggest element in the remaining 2 elements. It is 2. Now swap them. As you can see, the last element is automatically sorted because there are no other elements in the array. So we achieved selection sort in descending order. Let me show you now how to implement this as a Java program step by step. So first we need to find out biggest element in the array. How to do this? So let us assume the very first element as big. In this case it is 3 and the corresponding position as 0. Now we are going to compare the rest of the elements in the array to see which is the biggest element in the entire array. So we write a very simple for loop from 1 to 4 and we are going to compare if any other element comes greater than big and we are going to update that as big and the corresponding I as position. Now let's see how it works. Now the for loop first takes a of 1 which is 1 and it compares that with big. 1 is not greater than 3 so big is not going to change. Big remains as 3 and the position as 0. Next it takes a of 2 which is 4. Now 4 is greater than 3 so it has to update our big. So now big will become 4 and the corresponding 2 as the position. Then it takes a of 3 which is 5. Again 5 is greater than 4 so it is going to update 5 as big and the corresponding position as 3. Next it is taking a of 4 which is 2. 2 is not greater than 5 so it's not going to update. So our big will remain 5 and the position as 3. Now we found out which is the biggest element in the array. Next we need to swap. That is 5 should go to first position and 3 should come to a of 3 which is the biggest element's position. In order to do swapping, if you store 5 in a of 0, you will lose 3. That's why if you remember in bubble sort, we use a temporary variable to solve this. But in this case, we can store 3 here, though we are losing 5, but we have a copy of 5 in big. So that will act as a temporary variable here. So let's go ahead and do this. That is, whatever I have in a of 0, I'm storing it in a of position, which is 3. So 3 copies here. Now from big, I can store 5 in the first position. So the first element is sorted. And if you see the last line of the program, that explains selection sort much better. That is selection sort. We selected a of 0 and we found out which is the biggest element and we placed it in the first place, which means the a of 0 is sorted now. This is the code we wrote to sort first element. Now let's see what it takes to sort the next element. Again, the same process, just that we are now selecting A of 1. Let's see what happens. Now I'm selecting A of 1. Again, my aim is to find out the biggest element in the remaining 4 elements. So my for loop starts from 2 to 4 and compares to see which is biggest. Then it is going to place that in the A of 1, which is 4. As you can see, the left side, what we wrote is for A of 0, and the right side, the green changes you can see for A of 1. The only difference is here it is 0, here it is 1, and the for loop here was starting from 1, here it is starting from 2. The rest all remains the same. Next, we are going to sort A of 2. Again, we are going to select A of 2 as big and compare from 3 to 4 and to see which is the biggest element in the array. Then now place it in A of 2. Next, again similar approach, take A of 3, again find out which is biggest and place it in A of 3. Now as you can see, everything is same, just that the process is repeating from 0 to 3. So we're going to write an out of for loop from 0 to 3 and substitute all the zeros with Z and 1 with Z plus 1. And that's it. Selection sort is implemented. Now I'll show you in BlueJ how it works. Had initialized some element in the array. We strongly believe the order in which you write the program matters. That is, you understand the logic properly and implement it step by step instead of memorizing the whole program. Now, what selection sort says? Find out the biggest element in the array and place it in the first. So first, we have to find out the biggest element in the array. So we assume the very first element as big and the corresponding 0 as the position. Now we need to compare from 1 till the last to see if any other element is greater than big. In that case, update big as that element and the corresponding position as I. Now we found out the biggest element, which in this case is 5. Now we need to swap it. That is, 5 should come here and 3 should go here. Now we can store 3 here because we have a copy of 5 in big. So A of 0 can be placed in A of 3, that is A of POS. That is the biggest numbers position. Now we have 5 in big that can be placed in the first location. That is, from big we will store that in A of 0. As we said already, the biggest number went to the first location. So 5 went here. So that is sorted. Now we need to do the same exercise for all the other positions. So as we discussed already, these will change and this whole process will repeat. So we are writing an outer for loop. Z is equal to 0, Z less than 4, Z plus plus. So this entire process repeats. Now, wherever 0 is there will become Z, and wherever 1 is there will become Z plus 1. That's it. We completed selection sort program. Now, let us print and verify the answer is printing correctly. So as you can see, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the answer came in descending order. If you have to do selection sort in ascending order, what is the difference? In descending order, you are finding the biggest element and place it in the first. But in case of ascending order, you find out the smallest number and place it in the first, which means I'm finding smallest number. That is, if anything comes less than, I'll be updating that as small. Everything else remains same. Then I will store that in the first place. That's it. Ascending order over. Now let's see it working. Now you can see the answer as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, If this would have been a common variable like m can be considered as min or max. Now, if you change this to less than, it is ascending order. You change to greater than, is in descending order. That's it. But why we write like small, big and all, we want students to understand the algorithm than just memorizing. Like, there are people who memorizes, oh, there should be greater than sign for a descending order and less than sign for ascending order, like that. Instead, you are really understanding what you are doing. Like, I'm finding out the smallest element. So if anything comes less than, I'm updating it. Then once I find the smallest, I'm placing it in the first place, like that. So this gives a better understanding and doing the program than memorizing. If you want to do this for a string array, then the difference would be, let me take a string array. Now, first thing is this variable has to be a string. Then for our comparison, we should not use normal, less than, greater than signs. So we should use comparative method of string. Now, if the new number is smaller than the previous small, we have to update. If this comes less than 0, we need to update. That's it. Rest all remains same. Let's see it working. As you can see, it is in ascending order. Thanks for watching. Hope you understood selection sort and you know how to write that as a program. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.